We put them in categories because we want you to think about getting to a particular ratio. Okay? This ratio that we want you to get to is research proven in sports and business and relationships. Right? There was a study done at the University of Washington that they highlight in that book on page 32 about married couples. Right? And just based on positive and negative interaction, this guy predicted how many people were going to be married in 10 years or not, right? If they were going to stay married. And he was like 93% correct. Just based on this ratio of positive memories to criticisms and corrections. Okay, listen to that. Positive memories to criticisms and corrections. What kind of things do kids remember positively about being involved on your team or in your programs? At the end of the season, right? You run into them during the off season. What kind of things do they remember? They remember learning, right? They remember some improvements that they made, okay? Some successes. Maybe they finally learned how to make a left-handed layup, right? Maybe they finally made a three-pointer. Maybe they finally won a game, right? So learning, getting better at something. What else?
Well, sometimes, I would say sometimes it's not really like game related, but they remember like team dinner or something.
Yeah, off the court stuff. Yeah. Right? Team dinner, relationships, friendships, right? How many of you guys remember your friends from youth sports? Right? That's the biggest thing. So be that guy, be that girl, be that coach that fosters relationships and provides opportunities for them to do those things. You were going to say something.
I'll just say basically what he said, but field trips. Like I remember bus rides to away games.
For sure.
Sitting in the back of the bus. I mean, those are the best times.
So one of the things that made the biggest impression on me this basketball season is I was watching a press conference of the ACC tournament, and Boston College had just lost, and they were 0-19 in the ACC. They did not win a game. And the press was dogging them, right? They were on him hard. And this kid that just scored 15 points had a great game. He's at the press table, and he's got to answer questions now, right, to media, national media. And the guy sarcastically asked him, so what could you possibly get out of a season like this? What would you remember? Right? I could tell that what he was going after, right? He was being negative. He was like, how could an 0-19 season be good? Right? That's what he was really asking. And the kid couldn't answer. He started to break down in tears. And he looked down and he was choked up. And he finally looked up. And what are you going to remember? And he finally looked up and he said, going out to eat. ACC, right? He played against the two teams in the national championship game. Right? He played against future NBA stars. He just had 15 points in a big game. And he's going to remember most going out to eat with his boys. Right? Those friendships and those relationships and the fun that they have, way more important. He's not going to remember 0-19. Right? He's probably got his best man and his future friends on that team. Right? Those are the things they're going to remember. Okay? And the other thing is it's not just you. Right? It's not just the coach and the kudos that you praise them, right? It's the teammates, right? They've got to have a good relationship with each other. Try this in practice, okay? You're all shooting partners before practice, right? Your partners, your partners, your partners, you and AC are partners. So I'm shooting, he's rebounding, we're trading off. He's my buddy today, okay? It's our job to praise each other all practice. Right, so when he got something good, I got to say, way to go to the boards to AC, and he's got to tell me, nice pass, Ray. Right, and we're praising each other, boom, boom, boom. Okay? You guys are all doing the same for each other. So we're getting praise all practice long. Now coach jumps in and says, you got to get back on defense. How's this ratio? Does that hurt very much? Right? I've been getting praise from my buddy all day long. My teammates have been picking me up all day long. I feel pretty good. I know now that coach is telling me to get back because he wants us to get better, right? So teammates are big on creating this positive culture too. And after the game, parents are important as well, right? You guys could do a great job, right? Great culture, 5-to-1 positive ratio, right? Teammates all love each other. And that 5-minute ride home with mom and dad, right? It could go down in the toilet if they're negative, right? So on days when things are bad, it's more important for these guys to step up, right, and be positive. Right? Sometimes, take them out to dinner, have that field trip, go have a team party or something, right? Just hang out. To get to this 5 positive memories for every criticism and correction. Okay? So all of those things that kids remember, right? Nice t-shirts, good uniform, fun tournament at the end, right? My new uniform says Junior Lakers on it. Right? They're going to remember all of that stuff in a positive way. Right? That counts. Right? The things that the Lakers are doing for your kids counts towards this positive ratio. Right? So at the end, let's try to get to this. Right? And on June 18th, when we show up at your tournament, I want to ask you guys how I think you got there. Right? If you got to 5 to 1. Okay? Try to create as many positive memories for kids. And then there's a 1 for a reason. Right? Because you got to fix stuff. Right? You got to coach. Right? It's okay to be hard on you. Right? It's okay to give some tough love. Once I know that you're doing it because you want me to get better, it's okay to be hard on somebody as long as I get a little love too. Right? So that's what we're trying to get to. And I think this might be the most important thing in creating a positive culture. Right? If I could tell you one thing, it would be to relentlessly reward desired effort. Right? If they're making the effort to do what you desire, reward them. Recognize them all the time, relentlessly. Right? Every chance you get. Right? Nice job, nice job, nice job. Right? Every time. And then it'll make the, when you teach them and you coach them up, even better. All right?